Welcome, Dr. Mahipal. This is a small group of youngsters who are very keen to remain young till they reach 100 years. So welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Garewal. It's indeed a pleasure being here. And in the first instance, I wish to actually put on record the yeoman service that Dr. Garewal is doing. Looking after the elders, I think, is one of the noblest things that anybody can do, because whatever we are today is because of our elders and our parents, as to those who have taught us. Dr. Garewal is always full of energy, enthusiasm to do something more and give back to society. And when he told me 2-3 days ago that he wanted me to speak, so I said, obviously I cannot. I have to take out time, because it is Dr. Garewal asking me to do something, and secondly, I think it's again my duty to have the elders see better and feel better. So I'll be just making a presentation which could last about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we can have the discussions as and when you want. Are my slides visible, Dr. Garewal?
Yes, just starting as yet. Now visible.
Okay. So I'll be talking about what Dr. Garewal said about gradual loss of vision in the elders. But before I go on to gradual loss of vision in the elders, all that I wish to say is that quality of life for an elderly is significantly dependent upon what a person can see. Because more often than not, a person develops hobbies and does a lot of reading, a lot of watching television, maybe be on the apps, be on the phone, etc. Wants to even drive at night, and all these activities, they can actually reduce there are studies to reduce the lifespan of an individual if you are not able to see well. As also, there is a very recent study that if you are able to see well, the chances of your developing dementia go down. So let's be very careful that if we are talking about loss of vision, please do not allow a loss of vision to be taken very complacently and not a chalta hai attitude or say कि भाई मैंने इतने साल जी लिए हैं, अब मेरे को अगर कम दिख रहा है तो कोई बात नहीं, because a lot of progress has been made in science, in ophthalmic science, which is allowing us to see better and feel better and do better and live better in life. Now, before I start on to the talk, I'll just wish to show you the diagram of the eye. So if you have the eye, this is the front portion of the eye, which is the transparent portion, which is known as the cornea. This helps in bringing the light onto a focus onto the retina. And in between, there is the brown of the eye, which is called as the iris, and the central round opening is called as the pupil. After the light enters from the cornea, it comes in, it refracts and goes into the lens. So this is the lens of an individual. So this is pretty much like a camera. So if you have the camera, there is a focusing lens in the camera. Similarly, there is a focusing lens which is there in the eye, and this will bring the light onto a focus onto the light sensitive area of the retina. So like you used to have in older age, we used to have a film in the camera. The light would go, when you open the shutter, the light would go and the picture would be taken onto the photosensitive film, and then negative and then positive. So similarly, that is the photosensitive layer, which is called as the retina. And from the retina, the light impulses go back through the optic nerve onto the brain. And in the brain, a patient or a person is able to see. So these are a couple of things, and the white portion of the eye is called as sclera. So this is the white portion of the eye. The central black portion of the eye is the cornea, transparent window, and behind that is the iris, and you have the lens and you have the retina, and these are the blood vessels on the retina, and in between, the basic bulk of the eye is made up of something which is like a jelly, consistency of a jelly, which is known as a vitreous. So this is the structure of the eye that we have. Now, if we look at diminution of vision, which is painless and progressive, these are the reasons why. So there are lots and lots of reasons, but these are the major reasons. One is that the person's number of the eye power, that means the spectacle power, is getting changed. And when you are getting old, let's start from even the age of 40, 45, your elasticity of the normal lens of your eye changes, and a person needs glasses for reading. That is a plus power. And as a person keeps on aging, the number can change because of several reasons, either because of age or because of the onset of what is known as a cataract or even glaucoma. The other reason for diminution of vision is diabetic retinopathy. Now, these two things are increasing, and this is because longevity of an individual is increasing, and India is unfortunately the diabetic capital of the world. So longer you have diabetes with you, longer you have uncontrolled diabetic, if you are a smoker or if you have hypertension, then the chances of developing disease of the retina because of diabetes is going to cause diminution of vision. Then glaucoma is something like you have a pressure within the body, which is known as the blood pressure. You also have a pressure within the eye, and if the pressure goes up, then it is called as glaucoma. The other thing which can cause diminution of vision is known as age-related macular degeneration. So these are 4 or 5 things which I'll be discussing in detail. And finally, you can also have, with age or because of toxicity, tobacco toxicity, methyl alcohol poisoning, etc., you could have the optic nerve becoming pale, and the vision is not transmitted onto the eye. Now, these are the causes of blindness world over. They differ in the number of cases having these very causes, and cataract is still the leading cause of blindness, and in India it accounts for more than about 2/3 of the patients having blindness because of cataract. Now, these are the other things that the people can have, as I told you: diabetic retinopathy, surgical complications, retinal detachment, macular degeneration, etc., which can cause paleness, progressive vision loss. Now, I'll be discussing 4 or 5 of these things one by one. The first thing which I told you, which is the most common cause for diminution of vision, is known as cataract. Cataract is clouding or yellowing of the normal lens. If you remember the picture that I showed you just a few minutes ago, there is a crystalline lens in the eye which is normally transparent. Now, this transparent lens allows us to focus the light from outside onto the retina. Aging being the commonest factors, the proteins within the lens start to get denatured. Like your hair are going away, similarly the proteins become clumpy and they become yellow, and therefore the normal lens, which is otherwise clear, it tends to become opaque. And once this becomes cloudy or opaque, we will have a problem. So you can see here, this is the cornea, and when the light is coming, this is becoming yellow. You can see that light, what I showed you, instead of coming to a focus onto the retina, gets dispersed. So once it is getting dispersed, you will have a loss of color, you will have a loss in contrast, and you will not be able to see well. Now, what causes cataract? The commonest cause for cataract is aging. So I have not written that particular thing, but other than aging, you can have diseases like glaucoma, diabetes, thyroid, or autoimmune disorders, which can increase the onset of cataract. Lifestyle of regularly using tobacco and alcohol or on steroids. So somebody just asked me before the session, like in COVID, a lot of people got a lot of steroids. So steroids, long-term oral use of steroids can cause an onset of cataract. Overexposure to sunlight, UV lights or X-ray can cause cataract, like you can have a radiation cataract. Then there are children or young adults who can get injured in their eye, and these injuries or both can also cause cataract. Nutritional deficiency, low level of antioxidants, vitamin C and E, and vitamin A can also cause cataract. Now, if you look at the US and the Europe, you can see that there are a huge number of surgeries of cataract that are done there, 2.5 million or 1.3. But if you look at India, we are doing about 7.5 million cataract surgeries. That means about 75 lakh people undergo a cataract surgery per year. And this is more than US, Europe, and China put together. So India unfortunately has a huge load of cataract patients, and the reasons are not fully known, but we do the maximum number of cataract surgeries in the world that we have. Now, this is number one therapeutic surgical procedure for Americans in India also on any part of the body. So cataract, because it does not have a medical cure, it needs to be operated. Now, what are the symptoms of cataract? So friends, you will need to know, if you see blurry or hazy, or you are needing to strain your eyes constantly, if you see halos around bright light, if there is an increased sensitivity to light and glare, if you feel that there is a fading of colors, people who are artists or painters feel that somebody can say that, why are you putting so many colors in your painting? Why are they so very colorful now? It is because you are finding less colors than what you were finding. Or if you need brighter light for indoor activities like reading, or if you have doubling or tripling of your vision, that means if you close one eye and you see doubling or tripling of the letters that you are trying to read, these could be symptoms of cataract. And finally, you see a whitish or a gray film over the eye. So once you look at the center of the pupil, you can see that there is something white that is coming, and that is known as cataract or the opacification of the lens. Now, furthermore, you may be visiting an optician and not showing an ophthalmologist, which may be incorrect, by having frequent changes in your glass prescription. So when the cataract is happening, the lens power changes significantly, and therefore the power of your glasses change. Now, this is just to show you some simulations. This is gradual diminution of vision. So this is how things start appearing. Instead of appearing bright, instead of appearing colorful, that is the normal vision. And you will be surprised to know that given a long enough life, all of us will develop cataract. And half of all the people in the ages of 52 to 64, these are figures of America, and the figures in India may be a little higher, would develop a cataract. And as I told you, metabolic changes or excessive sunlight, etc., can cause cataract. Now, these are some of the risk factors which I have told already: exposure to sunlight, smoking, diabetes, trauma, family history of cataract, corticosteroids, radiation, electrical injury, some diseases like myotonic dystrophy, uveitis, etc. These are things which can increase the incidence of cataract that is there. Now, when you look at cataract, तो अक्सर पेशेंट पूछते हैं मोतिया पक गया है क्या? What does मोतिया पकना mean? Cataract, as it stays within the eye, gets on progressively more. So you have a normal lens. If you have some area which is getting opaque, this is immature. If all the area becomes involved, it is mature cataract. And when it becomes over mature, that means you have fluidity and calcification coming in, then it becomes a hyper mature cataract. Now, please understand that cataract causes painless, progressive, gradual diminution of vision. And you may not even know that you are developing a cataract. So for elderly, a thorough examination of the eye at least once a year is something very, very important. And we are proud to say that the first cataract surgery was done by an Indian by the name of Shushruth. All of you would have heard of Shushruth. And he would just push back the lens with a needle, the cataractous lens, so a person would start to see again. Now, today's cataract surgery is much, much improved than the cataract surgery that was done by Shushruth. There is usually no hospital stay or long recovery period that is there. You have to put eye drops for about 6 weeks, and it is safer, faster, and more comfortable than ever before. It is a stitchless surgery with rapid visual recovery, and the procedure we normally say is a daycare walk-in, walk-out procedure done under local anesthesia or drop anesthesia, which is there. Patients normally go home the same day, and the patient is seen by the doctor the next day and the following week and at about a month's time. And in case you may feel some discomfort for a couple of days after the surgery, and you may need to wear an eye patch at night for a couple of days and protective glasses so that you don't feel the strain from the light. Now, cataract surgery, I'll just show you a small video. Cataract surgery, as it used to be earlier, required a larger incision and it requires stitches. Now the cataract surgery has shrunk to about 1.8 millimeter, which I'll just show you. You break the cataract into small pieces and suck it out, and therefore the recovery is much faster. There is no injection that is required. In most of the cases, there is no patch that is required and there is no stitch that is required. So, as I told you, the first step in a cataract surgery would be that you put local anesthetic drops or a small or you give an injection at the lower part of the eye. You make a small incision, and through a small tiny titanium needle, you will break the cataract into small pieces and suck it out from this small keyhole. And then the lens that you have broken and sucked out, you will replace it by a small and soft intraocular lens, which is only about 6 millimeter in overall in diameter and about 12 to 13 millimeter in the overall diameter. And this new lens replaces your old lens, which had become blurry. So the blade-free femtosecond laser surgery is the most important surgery that is being done. And you can actually break the cataract into small pieces and suck it out from there for the patient and replace it by an artificial lens. So this is how the eye looks. This is manual and this is by the laser that is done. And we are nowadays using trifocal or multifocal lenses, which you can see these rings, which can obviate the need of reading glasses also at the end of the procedure. So you can have relative independence of glasses. So please mind, it is a relative independence. It cannot be a complete independence that you will have. And femtocataract is the way that one needs to go about in doing, and these trifocal lenses are good, which can give you good vision for night driving, give you good vision for distance, computer, mobiles, etc. that is there. And these are the new lenses, as I told you, which have gone on to multifocal lenses, which have given intermediate vision, distance vision, and near vision. So like you have progressive glasses that you wear, these are lenses which will have rings on the lens, and you can have the best of your vision to continue after the cataract surgery. So this is the next thing that I will be talking about after cataract surgery, and that is age-related macular degeneration. As the lifespan of a person is increasing, the central part of the retina, over time, the pigment epithelium becomes hazy. There is a pigment degeneration that happens. And at times, new blood vessels start to grow, and this causes swelling in the central part of the retina and hemorrhage, which is there. Now, patients who have age-related macular degeneration, if this is a person, you can see spots like this, and the central vision will become unclear. You can have the total blurring of the central vision, and this you can see is the area where you are having the age-related macular degeneration. This is normally how the retina looks, but these are new blood vessels that have formed, and this causes swelling in the eye. So age-related macular degeneration again is a painless progressive diminution of vision, and a lot of people misunderstand that it could be cataract and they just ignore it. What is very, very important is that you need to go to an eye specialist, and I'll again emphasize 9 to 12 months you have to do that and see, because we have to differentiate whether you have macular degeneration or whether you have cataract or what else is your problem. So laser therapy or injections within the eye. So these are new injections which are available. Avastin, Lucentis, Macugen, these are anti-growth factor injections that we give within the eye. They are anti-angiogenic. These were earlier used for colonic cancer, etc., but now they are used also within the eye, and they stop the development of these leaking vessels, and therefore we can retard the progress of macular degeneration that can happen. So this is what I told you, that these are leaky vessels in the central part of the retina. We give these injections and we can have the drying up of these vessels. So this is a section of the retina, and you can see that these are the new vessels which need to be dried up, and we will give these injections, Avastin, Lucentis, Eylea, Macugen, etc., and that can that can cause a retarding of the progress. Now, coming to the third thing which causes painless progressive diminution of vision, it is diabetic retinopathy. Now, diabetes can affect the eye right from the front of the eye to the back of the eye. And you can see that this is diabetic retinopathy. You can see these are blood vessels which are leaking. These are exudates that happen within the eye center of the retina. And you can also have diabetic cataract. That means that the incidence of cataract is much higher when you are having diabetes, and there could be recurrent inflammation or redness within the eye which is there. Now, again, when you look at diabetic retinopathy, you can have central blurring. So when a person looks at the newspaper, some letters get blurred and some become missing. You can't see the center of the portion. There is a drop in the vision, dark spots in the center of their vision, and bleeding and distortion. You might need a surgery for cataract surgery for diabetic retinopathy also, which can be there. Now, the problem of diabetic retinopathy, first thing is non-proliferative, where there aren't new blood vessels which are there. Then you have new blood vessels which are coming, and then you have the exudates which come. So this is a hemorrhage that happens. You can see that this is a hemorrhage, and these are detachments that can happen which cause a lot of problem in these patients. So this is again can lead to blindness. You can see this is a hemorrhage. These are new blood vessels, and this is something that we would wish to avoid significantly. So the signs and symptoms of diabetic retinopathy are blurred vision, and you can have floaters and flashes. कई बार आदमी कहता है मेरे आंख के आगे जाला आ रहा है या मकड़ी या वो उसका आ रहा है. So that is a problem that we can have in these cases. There is a sudden loss of vision that can happen if you have a bleeding. And the test that we do to diagnose diabetic retinopathy is to do pictures of the retina, fluorescein angiography. That is, we have to do after dilatation a detailed retinal examination. And mind you, again stressing, a routine eye checkup for glasses by an optician will not reveal retinal diabetic retinopathy, and we have to do it by an eye specialist. Now, the symptoms of retinopathy, often there are no early warning symptoms, and it is only late in the disease that you are able to find out. And you can have what is known as blurring of vision, sudden loss of vision, flashes, floaters, central में दाग आना, धब्बा आना. So that is something, and suddenly you see a lot of floaters. This is when you have vitreous hemorrhage, where you have blood and retinal detachment that can happen in diabetic retinopathy. So this is normally how you see. This is blurring of vision. Then you can see again blurring of vision becomes a little more. This is again a normal contrast. You can see this is normal. This is a contrast going down. This is normal. Then you can see चीजें आपको टेढ़ी दिख सकती हैं. जैसे ये मुंह आपको टेढ़ा दिख रहा है, वैसे ये चीजें प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, which is because of diabetic retinopathy. This is the central portion of the retina getting involved, and you are not able to see. Again, you can see sparkling, you can see white spots, etc. So the investigations we do for diabetic retinopathy are to do fluorescein angiography, where a dye is injected into your arm. We take pictures of the retina, you can see leakage of the dye, and then you know which areas need to be lasered. This is a new instrument which is called as OCT, has been there for about 1.5 decades to 2 decades. You can see here that this is swelling in the retina. It is like a CAT scan that you are doing. There is no X-ray or anything that is used. This is the normal retina, and you can see that this is swelling that can happen in these particular cases. The treatment of diabetic retinopathy is the extensive use of lasers that you can have, and again you can have the anti-VEGF injections, And in case there is a bleeding or there is a retinal detachment, we will have to do surgery in these particular cases. Now, coming on finally to another thing which is called as glaucoma. This is the silent thief of vision. And again, there can be two types of glaucoma. There can be an angle closure glaucoma or there is an open angle glaucoma. The open angle glaucoma is more predominant. And this again causes painless progressive diminution of vision like in cataract. So please always get your eye pressure measured, that is there. Now, unfortunately, and this I can tell with experience, even the most educated people at times come in the late stage of glaucoma. ग्लोकोमा को हम काला मोतिया भी कहते हैं, कैटरेक्ट को हम सफेद मोतिया कहते हैं. सफेद मोतिये का जब भी ऑपरेशन करें तो विजन वापस आ जाती है, मगर काले मोतिये के अंदर हम विजन की फर्दर डिटेरियोरेशन रोक सकते हैं. जो विजन जा चुकी है वो वापस नहीं आ सकती है. Therefore, understand glaucoma vision loss is permanent and it cannot be reversed. Now, what does glaucoma do? आपकी जैसे मैंने बोला ब्लड प्रेशर होता है बॉडी में, वैसे आई का प्रेशर होता है. अगर आपका आई का प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है तो वो आंख की जो नस है या ऑप्टिक नर्व है उसको प्रेस करने लग पड़ता है. एंड क्रॉनिक इंक्रीज ऑन द प्रेशर causes the optic nerve to atrophy and die, and that is the problem that you will face, and this is called as the sneak thief or the silent thief of vision. के हल्के हल्के व्यक्ति की नस सूखती जाती है और उससे व्यक्ति को साइड से दिखना कम हो जाता है. तो ये नॉर्मल विजन है यदि आप देखें. और ग्लोकोमा के अंदर पेशेंट की ये जो ऑप्टिक नर्व है ये सफेद हो रही है, इसमें चेंजेस आ रहे हैं. प्रेशर क्योंकि बढ़ रहा है इसके करके नस सूख रही है, ऑप्टिक एट्रोफी हो रही है, which is there. And this starts from the periphery. So if you see that this was the normal vision and just see that in glaucoma you can see that side से ये black जो दिख रहा है ये आपको vision कम होती लग रही है. तो सेंटर में दिखते रहेगा मगर साइड से विजन कम होगी जैसे जैसे नस के ऊपर सिम्टम्स बढ़ते जाएंगे. Normally in open angle glaucoma there is no pain or symptoms at the early stage, and it is only the peripheral field of vision which slowly gets deteriorated. सवाल ये है कि ग्लोकोमा किन किन को हो सकता है. Normally over the age of 55-60 you are at risk. If you have diabetes you are at risk. If you have a family history of glaucoma you are at risk. और ग्लोकोमा का हम डायग्नोज कैसे करते हैं. एक तो आंख की नस देखनी होती है, which I showed you the picture. So we have to measure the pressure of the eye by an instrument called as tonometer. ऑप्थेल्मोस्कोप है जिससे ये देख रहे हैं, जिससे आंख की नस देखी जाती है. कॉर्निया की थिकनेस मेजर करी जाती है. विजुअल फील्ड जैसे एक तो व्यक्ति को आपने चार्ट देखे होंगे, चार्ट में आदमी सेंटर में देखता है और पढ़ता है, मगर एक साइड ऑफ विजन का फील्ड टेस्ट करते हैं, उससे हम देख सकते हैं. ये आई प्रेशर मेजर किया जा रहा है जिसमें ये छोटा सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट आई को टच करता है और यहाँ पे देखा जाता है कि प्रेशर कितना है. एंड यू नीड टू गेट इट डन एवरी ईयर. इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, देयर इज नो क्योर फॉर ग्लोकोमा. ग्लोकोमा विल स्टे विद यू जैसे ब्लड प्रेशर रहता है, मगर आप अगर उसका ट्रीटमेंट कर देंगे तो आप उसकी प्रोग्रेशन को रोक सकते हैं. ट्रीटमेंट जो है मेडिकेशन यानी दवाई देनी होती है ग्लोकोमा के प्रेशर को कंट्रोल करना. लेजर सर्जरी करी जा सकती है या मैनुअल सर्जरी करी जा सकती है जिससे कि ऑल्टरनेटिव पाथ फॉर द आई फ्लूइड टू गो आउट दैट इज मेंटेन्ड सो दैट द प्रेशर ऑफ द आई डज नॉट गो आउट of range. So friends, these are a couple of the things that I have told you regarding various diseases. I'll just be open to questions. Please remember that your eyes are the window to the world and proper care is necessary. अगर आप देख नहीं सकते तो आप जहान में बहुत कुछ मिस कर रहे हैं. Everyone can develop a cataract, as has been told. Most non-communicable diseases are preventable and can be delayed if screened early, like for example glaucoma, retinal degeneration, etc. Gradual decrease in vision can decrease the quality of life and the active lifestyle of an individual. Management of cataract has become sophisticated, advanced, and is easily accessible with excellent outcomes. So friends, all that I wish to say is that whether it is cataract, whether it is glaucoma, whether it is diabetic retinopathy, whether it is macular degeneration, we need to take care of them, and we need to look after our eyes so that the eyes can give you good sight throughout life. एक और चीज है, I'll just from a social cause and a social perspective, आप अपना नेत्रदान जरूर उसके लिए रजिस्टर करिए, क्योंकि आपकी मौत के बाद आपकी आंखें किसी और को दृष्टि दे सकती हैं. The cornea of the patients can be transplanted by donors only as things stand. So let us all also pledge to do sign the pledge form for eye donation so that we can make somebody else happy and somebody else see for corneal diseases. So this is what I wish to say that I have said, and I am open to questions. If you have time later, Dr. Garewal, I can just show a small video for cataract.
Close the sharing, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Mahipal. That was it was absolute music for us, and it's so nice. Two things, Dr. Mahipal, before I invite questions. आपने कहा कि डायबिटिक रेटिनोपैथी के लिए फ्लोरोनोस्कोपी करके डाई इंजेक्ट करके वो टेस्ट करते हैं. Is it important that every diabetic should have a fluoroscopy done?
Fluorescein angiography is done only if the doctor sees some signs of diabetic retinopathy on an ophthalmoscope. ठीक है, so it is not something that is done for everybody. And जो OCT है, that is something very very important, which is the non-invasive test which is there, which is something that we do significantly.
So it is
Fluorescein angiography का रोल जो है वो आजकल कम हो गया है with the coming in of the OCT, and OCT is a non-invasive test. It is done by light only, and it is done only once the eye specialist on ophthalmoscopy, even you do a direct ophthalmoscopy, you can do, or any physician can do. If we find changes in the retina, then we will
only then you advise.
Yeah.
So now remember, और जो test fluorescein angiography से पहले है, that is an examination which any physician can do. याद रखिए,
any physician can do or any ophthalmologist can do. You can come to
जब भी अपनी आंख चेक कराने जाइए तो अपने ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजिस्ट को कहिए मेरी रेटिना का क्या हाल है, ये जरूर पूछिए. उससे नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज द फ्लोरोसिन. Similarly, but for glaucoma you are advising that everybody should get their pressure test done more often. How often do you get your eye pressure tested?
See, actually that's what I said. You should visit an ophthalmologist every 9 to 12 months. And whenever you are going to any ophthalmologist, the eye pressure is a mandatory test, which nowadays we have non-contact tonometers or the puff tonometer, by which you can have a rebound on this thing. The other one that I showed is where a small probe touches onto the eye and you can measure the pressure. So at least 9 months to 12 months you should see it, and specifically if you have a family history, if you are diabetic, etc., then you have to get it done mandatorily.
So I think आपके जो instruction सबको है कि अगर आप डायबिटिक हैं, यू मस्ट आस्क द ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजिस्ट कि मेरी रेटिना का क्या हाल है, और ग्लूकोमा चेक कराने के बाद ही आपको पता चलेगा. उसका नाम डॉक्टर महिपाल ने क्या बताया? इट्स ए स्नेक. आस्ते आस्ते आपका विजन तोड़ता है और पता ही नहीं चलता. सो प्लीज, दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट मैसेज. क्यों उन्होंने कहा पेनलेस ग्रेजुअल लॉस ऑफ विजन? क्योंकि आपको दर्द नहीं होता, और एल्डरली क्या करते हैं, एडजस्ट करते हैं. हाँ, इतना तो थोड़ा नजर आता ही है. तो प्लीज डोंट टेक एनीथिंग फॉर ग्रांटेड. गेट इट चेक्ड, बिकॉज उसका प्रोग्रेशन रोका जा सकता है. देयर इज वेरी गुड ट्रीटमेंट. एंड इफ गॉड फॉरबिड यू हैव सिंपल कैटरैक्ट, you have a very good surgery available. So now I invite questions. Moini ji, now you can ask your question. Shashi ji, after that I'll call you. Yes, Moini ji, now you can ask your question.
Thank you, Dr. Mahipal. Thank you, Dr. Garewal. I think I have got my answer to the talk.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank
because
you.
One thing is the age factor, and another thing was the corona attack. So I have got myself checked, my eyes tested, and he has identified with me with cataract. It's in the growing stage.
Very simple.
And what I asked him that can he delay it, and then he suggested some eye drops.
No.
Should I delay it or should I get it done?
Madam, the first thing is that there are no eye drops which can delay the progression or the onset of cataract. ये बाबा रामदेव वगैरह जो देते हैं, इसका कोई दृष्टि वगैरह दवाई काम नहीं करती है. सिनेरिया भी होम्योपैथी में है, मगर वो काम नहीं करती है.
He has prescribed सिनेरिया.
No, वो काम नहीं करेगी. मतलब आपको मेंटली वो अगर आपको देती है थोड़ा सेटिस्फैक्शन तो दूसरी बात है, बट इट डज नॉट वर्क. अल्टीमेटली यू विल हैव टू गेट अ सर्जरी डन.
No, I'm not going for psychological thing. I will definitely go for the
सर्जरी से डर जो है ना, वो आपको नो आई ड्रॉप्स. ही डॉक्टर सचदेव बहुत कैटेगोरिकली बोल रहे हैं.
जी
ड्रॉप्स नहीं, तसल्ली के लिए जो मर्जी डालते रहो.
No, I will now opt for this cataract.
शशि जी बोलिए.
एक मिनट, डॉक्टर गरेवाल. I think I'll just show you how simple the surgical procedure is
of a cataract.
Yeah.
Well, I went through it, so I know it.
Yeah. So this is Dr. Garewal. This is the laser machine that we use. This is actually a live surgery that we are demonstrating. So this is the laser on the machine. You are seeing that there is we will be breaking the cataract into small pieces. These are the incisions that will be made by a laser. And these are just things that is for the surgeon, but this is the feeding in the data. And you can see that there is a small cone that we fit on the underside of this laser machine. There is a gentle suction that comes through the this cassette. The patient is fully awake and is asked to look at a light. This is being done under drop anesthesia. You can see there is no injection or anything that we have given. This is a suction cone that is applied on the eye. You can see there is just a gentle suction that comes. Patient feels a little fullness. Once the suction has been applied, we will put in some fluid. This is actually saline or balanced salt solution, and then we will get the docking that we do onto the eye. You can see that this is the undersurface that we get onto this empty patient interface. So you can see this is coming in like this and this is the dilated pupil of the patient. You can see this is the brown of the eye. And now there is an OCT, the same OCT that I talked in for the retina. You also have an OCT that is for the front part of the eye. And now we will start to get an image of the eye. So we are docking the eye just now, nothing much has to be done. You can see this is the image of the eye. This is the cornea. This is the lens which has become cataractous. So you can see this is the lens that we have to actually remove. Now the laser is going to be, after we have the dimensions fed in, you can see these are the dimensions that have been fed in. And now this is the first step. There is a capsulotomy. That means that we have made an opening into the front part of the lens. We are breaking the lens into small pieces using this laser. So you can see these are the small pieces that we have got by making the cataract. Emulsification will follow after these small pieces. This is all real time. So you can see that the laser is firing only for less than a minute. So this is the laser as it is going on. This is 20 seconds left. So you can see this is the one incision to control the astigmatism. This is the incision. So this size is only about 2.8 millimeters or 2 millimeters. And this is the side port incision that we have. So this is the laser part that is done. So there are these 4 or 5 procedures that are done in this single shot, and this everything is completed. Now we shift the patient on the OT table, and you can see this is the pre-cut cataract. This is the again an OCT that we can see. You can see the incision is here, and let us see. We open this incision that has been made, and we put viscoelastic. You can see that this is the incision size only. There is no bleeding or anything that happens in these cases. You can see that the eye is mobile. There is just viscoelastic that we are doing. And this opening that we made, we are just removed the capsule And now we go in with a hollow titanium needle. As I told you, you can go in once you have injected viscoelastic. You can see this is a needle, hollow needle that we are going in. The patient is moving the eye. There is absolutely no problem. And we are now ready for this is the phaco machine, which is showing the various parameters. I'll just skip that. This is the needle that goes into the eye through the 2 to 3 millimeter incision. And this is the chopper that goes into the eye. We will break the cataract into small pieces, the pre-broken lens by the laser that is there. You can see there is a suction that is happening and there is a movement of the tip at the speed of sound. And you can see that we can break the cataract into small little pieces and we will emulsify or engulf this cataract. So you can see these are small pieces which we are breaking and we are removing. You can see it is being sucked out through this tiny incision. So once we have broken, I'll just go fast forward. You can see this is the rest of the cataract that is being taken out. You can see a round opening, beautiful opening that the laser made. These are just fibers of the cortex, which we will go ahead and then remove. You can see that these are the fibers that are being removed. And then once these have been removed, you can see we have a clean, nice area that is there into the bag. There is an empty bag that has been created, you can see, and then we will have a lens which is folded, the lens which is folded onto itself. So you see we are putting it through an injector, the lens goes into the eye and then it will open to its full size. So it's a foldable lens that we are putting into the eye through this 3 millimeter incision. So no stitch will be required, there is no injection that we have given. And now we will put in this lens exactly at the same place from where the cataract had been taken out. So this is the lens. You can see these lines within the lens. Can you see these round circles? So these are the latest very new trifocal lenses that have been introduced, which people who don't do a lot of night driving, etc., we implant into the eye and they will sit into the capsular bag at exactly the same place. You can see from where the cataract had been taken. And this is the end of the surgery that we have. We just inject a drop of antibiotic at the end of the surgery and the patient goes home. We put a pad and the patient goes home after about taking 10-15 minutes and taking a cup of coffee or tea. And that would be the end of the surgical procedure which is there.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Excellent presentation.
And all of you must
Thank
be
you very much.
Very
It's
nice.
quite knowledgeable.
Not only knowledgeable, it is so
Yeah, convenient also.
You see, it is convenient. And then there is because kata pita kam hai, so the recovery is much faster. When Dr. Maipal did my surgery, I finished my surgery at 12:30 in the evening. I attended my clinic. It was unbelievable. There are people who say, yes, Ranjana ji, please.
You suggested to get eye tested periodically. So I'd like to ask, even if I don't have any problem as such, then also it is necessary to get it checked because of age factor. I'm just asking you.
Very important.
Very important, because यही मैंने बताया, अगर आपको मैकुलर डीजनरेशन है, if you are diabetic, you are developing diabetic retinopathy, you are developing cataract, or you are developing glaucoma, they cannot be diagnosed without checking these particular things. We at Center for Sight now have also started the vision on wheels, and that is where our home care executive can come and see you, get the pressure etc. checked, and we back it up by a teleconsult with an eye specialist. So you need to, if you can't go out of the house, you need to actually please get all these tests done. The test will take you about 2 to 3 hours, and taking out 2 to 3 hours for maintaining good eyesight once in a year is not asking for too much.
Ranjana ji, what is important? Ranjana ji, what is important that जो बीमारियां डॉक्टर सचदेव ने बताई हैं वो तकलीफ नहीं देती आपको. They don't cause any pain, nothing. So suddenly one fine day you will find, अरे मेरी तो जब आप चेकअप कराने गए मेरी तो विजन बहुत कम हो गई. So before your regular checkup is be on the Okay?
आने दो ना उसको चाय के लिए।
I just want to ask you one thing more. That is, I got it
तो चाय कब बनाओगे?
about
ये
बोलिए
Please mute yourself, someone.
6 months back.
चाय बनाओगे?
But that time they did not suspect any glaucoma or anything, any problem. But my continuous watering was there. So for that, doctor had prescribed some eye drop. So हवा लगने से या ठंडा लगने से
Dr. Mahipal, there is a question I want to ask you which is very close to my heart. You know, all of you must, आप सबको लग रहा होगा कि जब भी कभी खांसी हो तो खांसी के लिए पीने की दवाई, हम सब यही सोचते हैं ना, खांसी है तो पीने की दवाई। उसी तरह ये भी सब में सोच है कि आंख में कोई प्रॉब्लम आई तो ड्रॉप जरूर मिलने चाहिए। डॉक्टर, इज इट ए मस्ट दैट एवरी प्रॉब्लम ऑफ द आई must have eye drops?
No, I don't think every problem of the eye can be sorted out by eye drops, but there is obviously let me just say that जो oral medicines हैं, उनका eye की diseases में कम रोल होता है।
कम रोल।
Because हम concentrated दवा, चाहे एंटीबायोटिक हो या स्टीरॉयड हो, जो कि orally absorb नहीं होती, उसको eye drops की तरह से use कर सकते हैं। But as I told you, there are a lot of things where eye drops have no role to play. For example, cataract was a question that was asked. Eye drops have zero role to play. Similarly, if you are looking at a retinal detachment and you have to do a retinal detachment surgery, there is no role of eye drops that can do. और ये सोच के कि भाई eye drops डाल रहे हैं हमारा retinal detachment ठीक हो जाएगा या हमारी diabetic retinopathy या macular degeneration ठीक हो जाएगी, वो नहीं होता, because there are eye drops that can help for certain diseases. There are interventions which can help in certain this thing. And one thing that is there a lot in eye diseases is the use of lasers. There are at least 13-14 different type of lasers that are used within the eye. और वो इसलिए क्योंकि आंख के almost हर जगह के ऊपर आप कोई देख सकते हैं और लेजर डिफरेंट डिलीवर करके उसको ट्रीटमेंट कर सकते हैं। So
any other question, Ranjana?
That was prescribed by doctor only, that eye drop. It was not that I had given it from.
No, आपके लिए नहीं, आपके लिए।
मैडम, मैं आपको सिर्फ ये बोलना चाह रहा हूँ।
I want to ask you something.
Yes, Shashi ji, just 1 minute. Yes, Shashi.
रंजना जी, देखिए, जो पानी आ रहा है वो आज की जो हमारी व्यवस्था है या जो दिल्ली का पोल्यूशन का वातावरण है, उससे आंख के अंदर बहुत सारी एलर्जीज हो रही है। डॉक्टर गरेवाल विल बेयर मी आउट, जैसे बच्चों को एस्थमा हो रहा है, ओल्ड एज में एस्थमा, क्योंकि आंख एक्सपोज्ड पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी है, जो कि सीधा एलर्जेंस को, पॉल्यूटेंट्स को, जो पीएमआई की पार्टिकुलेट मैटर की बात करते हैं, उससे व्यक्ति को एलर्जी हो सकती है और उससे पानी आ सकता है, क्योंकि एलर्जी का पहला सिम्टम इचिंग, वाटरिंग होता है। आपको खारिश होगी और आपको पानी आएगा और आई स्क्रैची और रेड हो जाएगी। साथ ही साथ लॉट ऑफ कंप्यूटर वर्क without taking care of your eyes can cause a lot of dryness. So for that also we give a lot of lubricant eye drops आंख को साफ रखने के लिए। So you could have been having that। और पानी एज के साथ एक और प्रॉब्लम होती है जो कि अक्सर हमको उससे थोड़ा सा समझौता करना पड़ता है। ये जैसे पलक होती है, ये पलक जो है ये आंख के साथ चिपकी होती है और इसके साइड में छेद होता है जिसको पंक्टम कहते हैं, और वहां से कैनालिकुलस से जो आंख में आंसू बन रहे हैं वो गले में जाते हैं। तो अगर ये उम्र के साथ ये ढिलक जाती है, जैसे ये जो लैशेस होते हैं ये जो लिड है ढिलक जाती है, तो ऐसे हो जाती है, तो ये कैपिलरी एक्शन नहीं होता, ये चिपकी नहीं होती, तो कैपिलरी एक्शन से पानी गले में नहीं जाता है, तो इसलिए ओवरफ्लो करके थोड़ी वाटरिंग हो सकती है। तो these are some things which one has to at times accept, or we can do surgical intervention which at times can help, जिससे हम लिड टाइटन करके इसको ऐसे चिपका, मतलब साथ में टाइटन कर देते हैं। बट वाटरिंग आज की तारीख में पॉल्यूशन एंड एक्सेसिव कंप्यूटर यूज and because of age हो सकती है. It need not be a symptom of glaucoma or cataract.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sachdev.
जी शशि जी पूछिए.
Can I?
एक मिनट शशि जी, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. शशि जी, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ.
Okay, I was asking that if you are detected with earliest signs of cataract, what is the waiting period for surgery? How long should you wait? Earliest signs of cataract.
Okay. I'll give you one statement, and that statement is जब भी आपका रोजमर्रा का काम करने में आपको दिक्कत होती है, आप ऑपरेशन करा सकते हैं.
That's it.
So the answer is your needs and your requirements. If you are doing a very critical work, for example, if I am operating and I am not able to see well, I will get my cataract operated sooner than maybe what you will get done. So जिस प्रकार की भी आपको, अगर आप आर्टिस्ट हैं, पेंट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, आपका सडनली उस चीज से पढ़ने का शौक रखते हैं, पढ़ नहीं पा रहे हैं, नाइट ड्राइविंग करते हैं, तो हर व्यक्ति का एक थ्रेशोल्ड होता है कि भैया मेरे को ये चीज में अब काम अपना रोजमर्रा का करने में दिक्कत हो रही है. जब भी आपका रोजमर्रा का काम करने में दिक्कत हो, आप कैटरेक्ट करा लीजिए. आज की तारीख में some myths about cataract surgery, we do not wait for the cataract to mature. पहले लेंस को पूरा इकट्ठा निकालते थे, अभी जैसे देखा हम कैटरेक्ट पे छोटे छोटे टुकड़े करके उसको निकालते हैं. कैटरेक्ट मैच्योर हो जाता है तो पक जाता है, उसके जो लेंस होता है वो हार्ड हो जाता है, उसको तोड़ने में हमें दिक्कत होती है और कॉम्प्लिकेशंस कैटरेक्ट की बढ़ सकती है. So we would prefer the cataract to be operated earlier than later. And if you are having any significant problem or problems in your day-to-day activities, just now about 3 hours ago, a gastroenterologist came to me and he said he's having problem with doing endoscopy. If a normal person who was not active would come to me and say कि भाई ठीक है मेरा काम चल रहा है, मैं पढ़ सकता हूँ, तो सेम कैटरेक्ट मैं कहता आप मत कराइए. मगर क्योंकि उनको रोजमर्रा का काम करने में दिक्कत हो रही है, तो मैंने कहा मोस्ट वेलकम, यू कैन गेट इट डन एनी टाइम यू वांट.
So it's important that the surgery आपके लेंस के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है, आपके काम के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. That is important. Shashi ji, I hope you got your answer.
The second question, can you drive at night? How safe is it to drive at night?
After the surgery?
No, before the surgery, if you have no problem.
Very risky.
If you are having glare and halos and your light is splitting, then it is advisable कि भाई आप उसको मत करिए और सर्जरी करा के उसके बाद शॉक से ड्राइव करिए.
It's very risky. जी से
पूछ सकते हैं. Can I?
मोना जी एक मिनट में, मिसेस सिंगल प्लीज, यू may please ask. जी सिंगल जी.
I have a question. If you are diagnosed with cataract of the eyes, now one eye get the surgery done, how much should be the waiting time for the other surgery by you?
Okay, the first thing is that आपका जब हम लेंस डालते हैं, स्पेसिफिकली व्हेन वी गो इन फॉर प्रेसबायोपिया करेक्टिंग लेंसेज जो ट्राइफोकल वगैरह हैं, उसमें एक आंख और अनऑपरेटेड आई में विजन की क्वालिटी में बहुत अंतर हो जाता है. तो वी नॉर्मली सजेस्ट दैट द टाइम ड्यूरेशन शुड बी लेस. जापान जैसी कंट्रीज में लोग दोनों आंख का सेम डे सर्जरी कर देते हैं. हम नॉर्मली नहीं करते हैं सिवाय लेसिक के, जिसमें दोनों आंखें करी जाती हैं. गॉड फॉरबिड इफ देयर इज सम इन्फेक्शन और सम प्रॉब्लम, वी डोंट वांट बोथ द आईज टू बी involved, but the gap can be as little as few days to few months. So that is entirely up to you. हम same event normally same दोनों eyes का नहीं करते, मगर आपको better coordination, better quality, अगर आपकी एक आंख में कैटरेक्ट है, दूसरी में सर्जरी हुई है, आपकी दोनों eyes के अंदर बैलेंस कम होगा, उसकी क्वालिटी विजन अलग होगी, and the color contrast would be different. So
what is important, Dr. Sachdev का message, Dr. Vinay ji, you can get it done as soon as possible, but you may delay it as per your choice. But the suggestion is to get it done as soon as possible. Yes, Mona ji.
उसमें ऐसा होता है कि जब हम टेस्ट वगैरह करते हैं तो दोनों आंख का टेस्ट करते हैं. आपका ब्लड शुगर वगैरह जो रूटीन टेस्ट है, हीमोग्लोबिन, ईसीजी, वो सारे हुए होते हैं. तो यू एंड दवाई आप एक आंख में डाल रहे हैं, दूसरे में भी डाल सकते हैं. तो 5-7 दिन के बाद कर लीजिए, कन्वीनियंस है.
Yes, Mona ji.
हमें ये पूछना है. गुड इवनिंग डॉक्टर साहब, डॉक्टर महिपाल, डॉक्टर ग्रेवाल, अब की जब सब कुछ सुना हमें उससे ये लगा कि हम ऑलरेडी आई एम गेटिंग माय रेटिनोपैथी, वो जो टेस्ट है वो होता रहता है और डॉक्टर हमको बुलाते हैं और साल भर से कह रहे हैं कि तुम्हारी दैनी आंख पे हाँ पक गया, ये हो गया, अब दूसरी। तो हम ये कहना चाहते हैं कि हम अपने आप कैसे ऑपरेशन के लिए चले जाए, अनलेस ही राइट्स एंड गिव द इंस्ट्रक्शन कि अब तुम्हें ऑपरेट कराना। हम डायबिटिक हैं और हमारा वो
नहीं, आपका मोना जी ये पूछ रहे हैं कि आप खुद कैसे जाएंगे
जी,
तो
मतलब,
आपके यू हैव टू गो टू योर ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजिस्ट एंड से डॉक्टर सचदेव ने कहा कि आप बताएंगे कि मुझे तकलीफ हो रही है तो आपका ऑपरेशन कर देंगे, नो प्रॉब्लम।
वो हर बार कहते हैं नहीं अभी 3 महीने बाद आना, 2 महीने, हम ऐसे करते करते 2 साल।
आप डॉक्टर सचदेव के पास चले जाइए, कल कर देंगे।
यही कहना चाहते हैं कि हम कैसे आपसे मिले और कहाँ मिले।
अभी इस टीवी स्क्रीन से बाहर आ जाइए, अभी हम ले जाएंगे आप।
नहीं, इमोहा के थ्रू आप।
यस, अब मैं अभी इमोहा उनको कहता हूँ आपकी अपॉइंटमेंट फिक्स करा
दीजिए। डॉक्टर गरेवाल को भेज दीजिएगा, सेंड योर नंबर एंड ऑल एंड वी विल
I'll send it you.
डॉक्टर साहब, जब ये होती है ना, ये जब हम रात में वॉक करने जाते हैं शाम को, तो जिस दिन बहुत पोल्यूशन होता है मेरी आंखें बिल्कुल पानी से हो जाती है।
आप कम करवा देंगे, डोंट वरी। जी बोलिए मैम।
जी अच्छा,
जी मैम, बोलिए मैम।
गुड इवनिंग डॉक्टर साहब। मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि आफ्टर द कैटरेक्ट सर्जरी, तो जो हमारे एक बारी लेंस पड़ गए हैं, तो उसके बाद भी क्या विजन डिटेरियोरेट होता है कि नहीं होता, कि ठीक रहता है?
देखिए, नॉर्मली विजन डिटेरियोरेट नहीं करता, बट 10, 15, 20, 25% केसेस के अंदर कभी झिल्ली बढ़ सकती है। जो मैंने आपको दिखाया है, एक राउंड ओपनिंग करके पीछे का कैप्सूल इंटैक्ट होता है, बैग बन जाता है ना, बैग के अंदर लेंस डाला था जैसे आपने देखा होगा। तो एपिथेलियल सेल्स होते हैं, जैसे स्किन के एपिथेलियल सेल्स होते हैं वैसे लेंस के एपिथेलियल सेल्स होते हैं। वो पेरिफ्री में होते हैं, मतलब कैप्सुलर बैग के, वो डिवाइड करते रहते हैं थ्रू आउट लाइफ, और वो हल्के हल्के डिवाइड करके लेंस के पीछे जैसे एक लेयर सी बना सकते हैं, जिसको हम पोस्टीरियर कैप्सुलर ओपेसिफिकेशन कहते हैं या झिल्ली बढ़ना कहते हैं। वो हो सकता है कुछ पेशेंट्स में, और अगर होगा भी तो उसका बहुत सरल उपाय है, बाहर से ही बिना ऑपरेशन किए, आंख को बिना खोले हुए एक स्लिट लैंप पे व्यक्ति को बिठा के बाहर से लेजर बीम के जरिए हम सेंटर में वो कैप्सूल के छोटी सी ओपनिंग बना सकते हैं। अदरवाइज कैटरैक्ट दोबारा नहीं होता। कैटरैक्ट में झिल्ली बढ़ सकती है या आफ्टर कैटरैक्ट जिसको बोलते हैं वो हो सकता है, और उसका बहुत सरल उपाय होता है जो YAG कैप्सुलोटमी बोलते हैं। बाकी लेंस की लाइफ जो है नॉर्मली इट इज परमानेंट, वी डोंट नीड टू एक्सचेंज द लेंसेज और एनीथिंग, but if need be for some specific reason we can exchange the lens also.
Dr. Mahipal, Rashmi Gautam is asking, is it possible to understand the percentage of cataract? I don't understand what she means by percentage of cataract, but does it matter?
There are
Can I finish my question, doctor?
Yes ma'am, please go ahead, sorry.
No, it's okay. Doctor साहब, after the cataract operation, हमें कितनी बारी अपनी आई टेस्ट करवानी? इज इट needed or not needed to get
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing is the immediate post-operative period. The normal visit is 1 day, 1 week, and 3 weeks after surgery. After that, you should get your eye tested after every 6 to 9 months. Instead of 9 to 12 months, you can get it done 6 to 9, because see, cataract होना एक चीज है, उसके साथ concomitant disease हो सकती है। ये नहीं है कि आपका कैटरैक्ट हो गया तो कोई और डिजीज नहीं हो सकती, तो यू शुड गेट इट डन। और ये झिल्ली जो बढ़ना है, अगर आपको ऑपरेशन के बाद आपका 6 महीने, 2 साल, 3 साल के बाद निगाह कुछ हल्के हल्के कम हो रही है, तो वो झिल्ली भी बढ़ सकती है। तो नॉर्मली एनी आई, वेदर ऑपरेटेड और अनऑपरेटेड, has to be looked in by an ophthalmologist in about 9 to 12 months.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Anita ji, you may ask, and then Bhamri ji. Anita ji.
हाँ जी, नमस्कार डॉक्टर साहब। डॉक्टर महिपाल जी, मैं आपके हॉस्पिटल से ट्रीटमेंट करा रही हूँ। आपने मेरा चेकअप भी किया था। अभी 11 तारीख को मेरा ये लेजर हुआ है ग्लूकोमा का, तो कैटरेक्ट भी बताया था आपने, तो वो कब तक होगा? अभी सैटरडे को फिर जाना है चेकअप के लिए।
आप दिखा लीजिएगा, मतलब कैटरैक्ट तो ग्लूकोमा का आई डोंट नो पीआई हुई है या क्या हुआ, लेजर होके कैटरैक्ट और ग्लूकोमा यैक पीआई हुई है ना, तो अगर आपका कैटरैक्ट बन गया है तो आप उसको करा सकते हैं, दैट इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम,
कभी भी करा सकते हैं।
एक्चुअली क्या है, मैं बहुत ज्यादा डरी हुई हूँ क्योंकि मेरी एक आंख पहले ही नहीं है लेफ्ट वाली, और ये दोनों ये प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही है। मेरे सिर में बहुत ज्यादा दर्द रहती है आजकल, पता नहीं टेंशन की वजह से, पता नहीं क्या।
एक चीज जो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, जो आई में जो आई की डिमेंशन होती है वो फिक्स्ड होती है एज के बाद, मगर जो आंख के अंदर जो लेंस होता है वो एज के बाद बढ़ता जाता है साइज में, क्योंकि वो उसके एपिथेलियल सेल्स है, लेंस ग्रो करता है, तो इसलिए साइज जो लेंस का है वो बड़ा होता है, उससे लेंस इंड्यूस ग्लूकोमा हो सकता है या आंख का प्रेशर बढ़ सकता है। जो आपका लेजर किया गया है हाँ, तो वो अगर आप कैटरैक्ट की सर्जरी कराते हैं तो उसका नॉर्मली प्रेशर पे अच्छा असर पड़ता है, यानी कि आपका आई का प्रेशर कैटरैक्ट सर्जरी करने के बाद भी 3-4-5 मिलीमीटर गिर जाता है
कम।
तो इसलिए यू कैन गेट योर कैटरैक्ट सर्जरी, यस, if you are one-eyed or that is your precious eye, we have to take all the precautions and you could obviously get surgery done. कभी तो डर को अलग करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो कैटरैक्ट
डायबिटिक भी हूं मैं।
कोई बात नहीं, आज की तारीख
में वो that don't matter but don't delay it. जी भामरी जी, भामरी जी अनम्यूट कर लीजिए।
First of all, I want to appreciate for excellent presentation by Dr. Mahipal. Number 2, ये बताइए डॉक्टर साहब कि जिन्होंने दोनों आईज की कैटरैक्ट का ऑपरेशन करा लिया है, डोनेशन, they are eligible for donation?
हाँ जी, they are eligible for donation. That's not a problem. The only thing is that the corneas are normally used for therapeutic purposes. जैसे corneal ulcer वगैरह हो, उसके कई patients होते हैं, तो they can be used. Normally optical grafts जो होते हैं they we prefer for a non-operated, but you can definitely donate your corneas and there is a lot of shortage of corneal tissue, so that we use it for therapeutic purposes.
Very important भामरी जी, thank you for this question, क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन से डॉक्टर महिपाल ने जो लास्ट में अपील किया, everybody must feel obliged, thankful to God and say कि मैं अपनी कॉर्निया दूंगा किसी के लिए. So that's a very important appeal by Dr. Mahipal, and I think a very good question by Mr. Bhamri, and I think on this important social message we like to end here. First of all, Dr. Mahipal, thank you very much for this wonderful program.
We should know, Dr. Deval, we should know the procedure, how to do it, and whom to contact. These are
right. But I think that's a good idea. That ये कहना काफी नहीं है. डॉक्टर महिपाल कुछ बता दीजिए.
देखिए ऐसा है, एक प्रोसेस ऑफ डोनेशन होता है जो आप ऑब्वियसली द कॉर्नियाज आर टेकन ओनली आफ्टर डेथ. तो सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, चाहे आप अपनी प्लेज करिए या ना करिए, बट द लीगल पर्सन हु इज legally in the possession of your body, that means your next of kith and kin, it is their duty to inform the National Eye Bank कि भाई हमारे हैं. तो सब जगह हमारा भी आई बैंक है, मगर नेशनल आई बैंक एम्स में है, गुरु नानक आई हॉस्पिटल में है, वेनू, there are several places. All you have to do is a call, and within 6 hours, if you give, the time duration is about 4 to 6 hours that we prefer the corneas to be harvested or taken. And your next of kith and kin can call the National Eye Bank or any eye bank, and the corneas can be retrieved. So it is important. देखिए उसमें दो चीजें होती है. एक है आपने पहले अपनी इच्छा जाहिर करी डोनेशन करने की, तो आप पूरी फैमिली की इच्छा हो तो पूरी फैमिली को पता होता है कि भाई हमारी इच्छा है. तो अनफॉर्चुनेट अगर इवेंट होता है तो सब फैमिली में कोई भी कर सकता है. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज टू इन्फॉर्म आफ्टर डेथ. समबडी हैज टू इन्फॉर्म आफ्टर डेथ. पहले चाहे आपने अपनी करी भी हो, अपनी विल करी भी हो, बट जब तक पता नहीं चलेगा तब तक कोई ले नहीं सकता.
जी. और डॉक्टर साहब, अगर हम प्लेज कर भी दें तो हमारी इतनी बेकार टाइप की आंख कौन लेगा?
नहीं
अगर आज हम मर जाएं.
ऐसा नहीं. मोना जी, आपकी आंख तो स्पेशल है, आप अपनी आंख के बारे में बात.
Sachdeva, I just want to know that if we get all these informations and hand over to our children, then it will be easier for them to do all the procedure, whatever. So I just want to know all these things, please.
नहीं तो उसमें कुछ नहीं है ना, वो आप नेशनल आई बैंक हमारी वेबसाइट पे भी देख लीजिएगा, centroforsite.net पे, उस पे भी चले जाइए, वहाँ पे आपको सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी कहाँ पे कैसे प्लेज करना।
जब आपने प्लेज करते हैं तो अपनी फैमिली को बताइए व्हाट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट।
जी,
हम तो मर गए, अब जिसने इन्फॉर्म करना है उसने फोन ही नहीं किया तो फिर प्लेज का क्या
फायदा और क्या।
तो
डॉक्टर साहब, मैंने तो अपनी पूरी बॉडी डोनेट की हुई है।
वेरी नाइस,
और अपने बच्चों को वो कार्ड दे दिया हुआ है, अपने पास संभाल के रखो।
वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। Anyway, I think with these so nice to hear from you all कि आप इतना भी फील करते हैं। First of all, Dr. Mahipal, thank you so much for taking your time out.
My pleasure.
And I don't think you must have spent more than so much time on one patient, and here you had 50 people listening to you. Thank you so much.
No,
so kind
pleasure.
of you. And it's a pleasure to have you over. And all of you, please look after your...
I want to ask one last question. That is there any difference between one-to-one that जो कि those who are creative, their eye is different, and normal person's का eye is different, or it is all the same for?
नहीं, ऐसा तो नहीं है, but eyes are the windows for us to see a lot of diseases in the body, hypertension, diabetes, etc., even leukemias, hemorrhages, but difference तो नहीं होता है।
अच्छा, no diseases.
Then there is that sharp eye of a cricketer who can see the ball or judge the ball much better than anybody else. There is the differentiation of this thing, but there is no study to say कि इस व्यक्ति का ये चीज अलग है तो इसलिए उसका ये।
That's what I want to know. It is the same for everyone.
That's right. They're same. They're all same.
डॉक्टर साहब मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, कैटरेक्ट ऑपरेशन के बाद जो हमें चश्मे का नंबर दे दिया वो सेम रहेगा या वो भी बदलता रहेगा?
यूजुअली 3 वीक्स पे देते हैं, वो 3 वीक्स इसीलिए वेट करते हैं कि स्टेबल हो जाए। 2-4-5%, 7% केसेस में थोड़ा बहुत नंबर बदल सकता है as the healing of that small wound happens. The smaller the wound, the healing does not affect that much the number, but yes, it can change a little bit. It's not going to change कैप्सूल की थोड़ी हो सकती है, उसमें थोड़ा आगे
after an year or so it will be changed or not?
No, most unlikely. Unlikely.
So anyway, thank you so much, Dr. Mahipal, and thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you,
I hope you all will look after your eyes.
Thank you so much.
Get yourself checked up.
Thank you so much.
That's more important, the message. Thank you very much, Dr. Mahipal.
Thank you, Dr. Mahipal. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gratitude, Dr. Grewal, doctor.
Thank you very much. Thank you.